Oh my goodness. This is a long list of criteria would need to check in order to give you access to the firstborn country that I've been proposing for all firstborn children in the world. Few days ago, I proposed that firstborn children should have their own country. I think firstborn children should have their own country because we have done so much for the society, and I don't think we should be existing in the same space with other siblings. And I went ahead to also declare my interest to run for the office of the president of the firstborn children. And the president should be a woman. Yes, firstborn daughter should be a president. And I think I will run for office. I don't mind. I have come up with some visa criteria. The criteria you need to meet as a firstborn child in order for you to get access to this country and become a citizen. Because there are chances that second-born middle children, last-born children might disguise as firstborn children. So we need to check these things to be sure that you are actually a firstborn child. Now, this is a long list that I have created already. The first criteria I have on my list is the hand skills. Now, we're going to put you to test as a firstborn child to ensure that you have these hand skills. I will give you an example of what we're going to be checking when we talk about the hand skills. Now, we're going to check on how swift, how swift your hand can move. Like, it needs to come with the facial expression. Exactly. Those are the things we're going to check. If you have these hand skills, then you qualify to be in this new country we're proposing for firstborn children. The next thing we're going to check is vocal cord. We'll need to check your vocal cord to see how stretched it has become. Now we need to ensure that your vocal cord has actually been stretched. Because as a firstborn child, you would have spent most of your years screaming and shouting on top of your voice at every other siblings, your uncles, your auntie, your dad, your mom, all of those things. So we need to check your vocal cord. If it's stretched enough, then you get automatic access into this country. The next thing we're going to check is very interesting, and I've tagged it, I will never do it, but do it. As a firstborn child, you understand this phrase. You always scream, I'm not going to send you that money. I'm not going to be there. I will never talk to you. Blah, blah, blah. But we still go ahead and we do it. So this is a personality check we need to do on you to ensure that you're a firstborn child so you can get access to this country. I want to hear your suggestions about criteria I can implement in this new country for firstborn children. The next thing we're going to check is your project management skills. We'll put you in a room with a group of persons and give you a task. Let's see how well you can delegate and assign tasks to everybody, and at the end of the day, execute that task. Because as a firstborn child, we expect that you have project management skills. The next thing we're going to check is your level of resilience. How much patience do you have to take rubbish? What is your resilience level in terms of accommodating the middle child when they throw their tantrums? What is your level of patience? We're going to check all of that before we give you access to this country. The final thing I'm going to talk about in this video, because I do not want to say everything here, I want you guys to give me more opinions on what you think the criteria should be, is your trauma level. We're going to check your trauma level. I have not decided on a pass mark I want to place yet, but you guys can give me options in the comment section. But I intend to have a pass mark. Where would you rate your trauma level? If you pass that mark, then you get access. If you're below that, it just means that you really have not gone through shege as a firstborn child, so you might not get access into it. Although it would be great if we have all the firstborn children, but we need to have those ones that have really suffered, those ones that have seen shege, those ones that have experienced a high level of shege. That being said, go ahead and leave your opinions in the comment section. I want to hear suggestions about criteria I can implement in this new country for firstborn children. In my next video, I'm going to outline the laws that will guide us in the firstborn country, because we need laws that we can abide by, and those laws will be very interesting.